Hi guys!
Hi everyone. Welcome to Same Test, Different Fun.
Hey, that's my line.
Yeah, but we're trying something new again. Every week we're trying something new, basically. Until we figure out what's going on here. Hey, is my mic on? Okay, good. Okay, just making sure. Wasn't sure.
This is just a free-for-all.
I wouldn't say that. So today we're talking about something that is very important and something we can both relate to. What are we talking about?
We're talking about our problems.
Okay, no, that's not what we're talking about. We're absolutely not just having a free-for-all talking about our problems.
Because we'll be here forever.
Good God. Today we're talking about OCD. Do you know what OCD stands for?
Obsession compulsive disorder.
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
Obsessive.
Yes.
Obsessive.
Yes.
I said obsessive.
Okay, anyway, we're talking about OCD today. And the reason why I say we can both relate to it because I'm pretty certain, although we've never been diagnosed with OCD, that we both suffer from it very severely.
If you know both or one of us, you can attest to this, that we most likely do have it.
However, we have different
Types.
different obsessions and we have different compulsions.
Yes.
So
what's the difference between an obsession and a compulsion?
So there are two parts to. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Um, an obsession is when you have unwanted thoughts, and the compulsion part of it is the repetitive behavior that you do to ease the unwanted thoughts. So,
What's
for
an example?
let's say you have a fear of contamination. So that would be your obsession. You're obsessed with being fearful of contamination, and then your compulsion would be constantly washing your hands.
Oh, so like cause and effect.
Yeah, cause and
Oh.
effect. So there's two parts of it. So not only do you have the unwanted thoughts, but then there's some sort of repetitive behavior that you do that eases the unwanted thoughts.
Oh.
So,
but I don't see it like that from my own
but
self.
if you think about it, if you think about it, you'll find it. Because, for example, am obsessed with things being organized and orderly. So my compulsion would then be to make sure everything is perfectly aligned on a table, or everything is very neat and put away in a very specific place. So can you identify what your obsession is? Okay, well, maybe it'll be easier to start backwards. Like, let's talk about compulsions. What are you compulsed to do?
Certain things I like everything to be organized, but it's hard because I think my organization is more than the common person, but it's not as much as yours. So it's like I'm in between.
Yeah.
Like right? Because
I would say
I'm
that.
organized.
Yes, you are organized, and I think you found a balance of being organized but not obsessed about it.
Like you are.
Like I am.
She's obsessed about it.
Yeah.
I am not obsessed about it because I don't want it to consume my life. So in things that I can't control. So like in my office and work, it is very organized, but that's my space and I can control that space. However, in my living arrangement, my partner is not OCD and not organized.
Maybe not as organized
as I am.
Yeah.
And he's more relaxed and
free spirited,
carefree, I guess. I don't know. So in that sense, like when we first moved in together, I started to do a lot of the cleaning and organization, and it got to the point that it was a lot because I spent a lot of time doing it, and I couldn't, like, I felt like I didn't have downtime to relax. So,
That's just a vision of labor, though.
yeah, I guess
That's
so.
just moving in together, like trying to figure things out.
Yeah,
That's
but,
not obsession and compulsion.
well, I would like it to be organized better, but it doesn't seem to bother him. Like, for example, and I think like every female that lives with a male that I've spoken to has the same thing. Like, half the dining table is his stuff, which is,
Just like you know how some people have a catch-all tray,
it's like a
catch-all
catch-all half
table,
table,
half table.
half table.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, it doesn't belong there. Just put it in where it belongs, like in this place. And so things like that, I would like tidy up after and like go put away. But now I don't do it anymore.
Well, neither of you are obsessive.
No.
There's a theory that some of it may be hereditary, some of like having OCD may be hereditary, but then there's also the argument of, well, did is this actually something that you inherit from your parents, or is it just you seeing your parents do these things as you grow up, so you naturally just adopt these behaviors? And I think part of that is definitely true, but there's always an argument of nature versus nurture.
Yeah, I agree with that because our mom has. She also had. I don't know if I should say very bad OCD, but she definitely has OCD, and I picked up some. So when I lived at home with her, I followed all the OCD traits and rules. But then when I moved out, I think that's
You
why
can't say rules. There weren't rules. It because
it's not an official
mommy never
rule.
said it's a rule
It's
that you
not.
do this or it's a rule that you don't do that. It's just
It's an
things
unwritten rule.
and unspoken too.
Yeah, yeah,
I think, you know, our mom obviously loves to be organized as well. She loves a clean, tidy, well put together place. So growing up, we weren't about to mess that up. There is no way.
so I feel like so I think that's why when I first moved out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have the same mindset and keep my place the same. But then I also realized like I don't want to sweep 500 times a day.
Okay, mommy doesn't sweep 500 times a day.
She sweeps a lot, and I hate sweeping. I
She
hate
sweeps
sweeping.
one time for the day, I think.
No,
One time that I know of.
no.
Well, anyway, um, yes, that is one of the things that she does. Another thing that she does is she does not leave any dishes in the sink. So before she goes to bed, she makes sure that the sink is empty and that the kitchen is clean.
Not only before bed though, it's like
Oh, throughout the day.
throughout the day.
Yeah.
There's never any dishes in the
If
sink.
you go
If
over,
you use the dish, you have to wash it right then and there.
yeah.
So I thought that as well. And now my partner thinks you pile it up as high as it could go and then you do all the dishes.
It's a mountain of dishes.
It's a mountain of dishes. And at first I was like, oh my God, there's a glass in the sink. Let me go wash it. And then it's like, I'm doing all these dishes. Like every time I pass the kitchen, there's always dishes and I'm always doing the dishes. And his thing is like, I'll do it when I'm done or
when
like
he's
when
like completely finished
yeah.
with whatever he's using.
Yeah. So now I've learned to adapt to that and leave the dishes and then he'll finish.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
If you're home all day and you are allowing the sink to get a little bit more filled and then wash everything, I think that's understandable because you're not just going to wash one plate, one fork, one glass every single time. But I also have adopted a lot of the same traits.
I think some of yours are actually worse than our mom's.
Which ones?
Almost all. Like yours is just very heightened.
Mine is very heightened. I have very bad. I have very bad OCD.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
pretty severe, I think.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with just everything being organized, everything being symmetric. Um, if you listen to if you've listened to me talk about flying, um, everyone knows that I love the middle seat, and the only reason why I love the middle seat is because I need one person on each side of me to balance.
But it's not technically.
Don't even. I have no words for that because what am I gonna do? Sit in the aisle?
You know what?
Don't
You
start.
know what?
Don't even. I trust me. It bothers me as it is. Don't bring it up.
I don't know if anybody knows this, but when she is booking the flight and she picks seats, for example, if she's the middle seat, so she's going to be, um, it's A, B, C, D, E, F. So she'll be B.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you're in 15B. Coming back, she wants to be in 15E.
Okay, yes, I like to
So
have
she
an
likes
equal opportunity
for
flying
both.
experience.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you don't know,
I never knew you caught on to that.
I knew that.
Oh my
yes.
God.
And also she has a thing with intervals of 5. And
Oh,
she hates odd numbers. So if you're watching TV and you raise the volume to 17, no. It's
no.
either 15 or 20. So it's either you barely hear or you
hear
overhear.
everything. It's,
Yes.
You better pick one.
Yes.
Pick whichever one you want.
Yeah.
And rearrange yourself in the room
To accommodate
the volume.
Yes.
Yes, I balance and symmetry as well as the multiples of 5 is a really big thing. That's probably the hardest one.
Because it's also with the time as well. So when she's doing it, like let's say she's putting a dish in the oven, she'll be like, "Oh, well, it's
12:58.
I'm just gonna wait until 1 o'clock
Yeah.
to put this dish in."
It's just much easier to remember the times, but I have started writing down the time that I put stuff in because I am very forgetful at times.
Maybe part of the solution could be not having, like, don't look at the time so much. Like, don't look at the time.
I work in a hospital.
No, but I mean, like, in your home life, like, don't look at the time to
set a
see.
timer instead.
Just set the. I actually have the old-fashioned timer that you just turn to the amount. So, like, if you just turn it to an hour and it sets for an hour.
Okay, so maybe you can get that for me for my birthday.
Yeah, so you're not actually looking at the time to see, oh my gosh, it's 12:58. Now I have to wait 2 minutes. Which you think it's 2 minutes, it's not a big deal, but then when it's like that with everything, especially it's like, okay, I'm up in the morning, I'm gonna wait until 8 o'clock to get off the bed, and then you miss it, and then you have to wait until 8:05 to get off the bed. Then
somehow 8:05 becomes 8:55.
Yes.
And then you're really in problems.
Yes. So you can't just like get out of bed. You have to do it in intervals of 5. You have to do these things.
Someone asked me once if it affects my daily life, and I said no.
But it does.
I knew I was lying, but I have to.
Oh my God, you're in denial.
No, I'm not in denial. It's just it's not something that everyone needs to know about, but here I am talking about it with everybody. So it was a different time in my life. I was much more ashamed of it, I think. Now I'm a lot more open about it.
I don't think it's a lot of people.
It's bad. My number obsession is bad. Like,
don't say it.
What?
I know what you're gonna say. Don't say that one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say it because you spoke about other really weird things. Okay, so after I take a shower, I have to put 5 swipes of deodorant on either side. Do you know how much deodorant I go through?
I didn't know that.
You did know that.
No, I didn't.
Because I did it for you, but after you had a surgery.
Well, I didn't know
She had hand surgery and she couldn't put it on for herself.
It was this hand.
Yeah.
So I couldn't go like this.
Yeah. She was like casted over there. Casted. So 5 swipes.
I don't recall that.
Yeah, you were probably too busy not being able to wrap your mind around the fact that you're not doing this for yourself.
Well, my example is worse, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay, please don't.
Yeah.
But
But it does take over your life.
Yes.
It does.
It's pretty bad. I'm trying to be better about it, but it's so hard when you
There's people
really the obsession part. But there's other things too, like just like checking locks, checking to make sure the stove is off, checking to make sure you unplugged everything, and people will leave and then come back and check everything, and that's a prime example of OCD.
There's some people that has to turn the doorknob, like in your case, 5 times. Like
Yeah.
turn the doorknob 5 times before leaving the house.
I don't have that one.
Yeah.
But I do count a lot. Like when I'm going up the train stairs, I count as if the stairs are going to change. Like
I used to do that.
Every step I count every day, which is so stupid. It's like, why am I doing this? But in my mind, I just have to. There's what else am I supposed to be doing other than counting?
Thinking about other stuff. I did that for a while, but I don't know why I did that. But also when like the escalator's not working and I have to take the stairs, then I count because I want to know how many stairs it was. So when I get to work, I could complain and say I walked up 89 stairs.
Oh my god. Do you have any other like
obsessions or
I
compulsions? I don't feel like I do.
No,
I don't think
I think it probably skipped.
Yeah, there's like I want to be organized. I think I don't have traits like that, but there's a lot of things that like sensory things that bother me.
Oh yeah, she's very sensitive to sound.
Yes.
She doesn't like to be overstimulated.
I don't like to be overstimulated like
Which
at
is
all.
hard in New York City. There's something always going on and you're just definitely going to have sounds from everywhere.
And like we both work in a hospital. Oh. And there's a lot of sounds, and even around the area there's always ambulances passing, and the sound of the ambulance is just so loud for me.
Yeah, that is
even on the train. Like the other day I was on the train and I was waiting on the platform and the train was pulling in and it was like screeching as it was, and that really irked me. So it's sensory sounds like that. It's gotten to a point that I have earplugs with me all the time. God.
I don't know when that started particularly, but yeah, sounds are a lot, especially working in the hospital, because the amount of alarms that you hear in a day, it's overwhelming. I think like even yesterday was like this week I had a 4-day week, so by the time I finished work last night, I was so like overstimulated, and I could not hear one single thing. Yeah. Like I didn't want to hear anything. Like usually I'll put music on or something just to keep me awake a little bit. Not last night. I was like so done with not only like you're being text messaged, you're being called, you hear the alarms from the patient, the call bell.
People are always talking.
Someone's always talking. Yeah. It's so much.
So when it comes to sensory and the sound, I hate to hear a phone ring. My phone is never on. I hate to hear the phone ring. And I think
that's why she doesn't pick up half the time.
Yeah, probably. When I call her. Yeah, because I don't hear it. I'll keep it on vibrate, but I never have the volume
You
on.
need to put the ringer on.
No.
Well, I call you a lot and you don't pick up a lot. And now I know why.
Yeah. But even in the office, sometimes, like even, so in the office, I don't have the volume on my phone on, but I have a setting where I see the calls coming into my computer because it's connected. So I just see the alerts coming in.
What if you're not looking at your computer screen?
Well, the phone lights up as well. So on the phone, the screen is going to light up and you're going to see the call coming in. But other than that, I don't hear it coming in. And then where my office is, there's 2 people sitting outside of my office. They're obviously working. So they're always on the phone. They're always talking to people. And sometimes it's too much for me and I have to close the door because I can't focus of how loud. But it's not loud. It's just like their normal tones, but it's just too much going on with my staff's noise and then the patient noise and then everything else and like the doors closing. So
could you imagine working in a call center?
No.
That would be
I can't.
insane.
Also, like even a call center, hearing the calls come in, but hearing everyone
Else
else's,
talking around you.
that
That
drives
sounds
me.
like a nightmare.
It does, and I don't think my brain can function like that because
No.
part of me is just listening to the other person's conversation that I can't focus on my own conversation, and then I'm in between. And so sounds is a big one for me. Light is also big for me. That like strobe lights, if it has strobe lights, like I can't deal. I can't deal. Like if I'm at a concert and there's strobe lights and the music, it's like it's too much. It's overload for me. I can't handle that. Um, Other than that, when I other minor things that like disturb me, I guess, is
We're not talking about things that disturb
no,
you.
but it's like part. I don't because it's not a
That list
compulsion.
could go on
It's
and
not a
on and
compulsion,
on.
but like if I'm sitting and people are standing hovering over me,
Yeah.
that drives me crazy. I don't like when people are doing that, or when people are pacing. It drives me crazy. Like
Pacing. I prefer
I
if
can't focus if people are pacing in front of me.
maybe you're just very distractible.
No, it's not that I'm distracted. It's like I get anxiety about it when people are like pacing around me, or if I'm sitting like this, if we're relaxed and you're like getting up and coming to sit back down, getting up and like that, it's like just sit still. You're like making me so anxious. Just sit still.
So one thing I noticed since starting this podcast is I do shift around a lot.
Yes.
I am always either adjusting my hair, drinking my water, shifting my body. I am very expressive. I speak with my hands. There's always a running joke that if someone was to handcuff my hands, that I would not be able to speak. I agree. I agree with that. Meanwhile, she's like a statue. She doesn't move at all.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's very interesting to see it.
When I find a place, I'm just like so grounded that it's just like this is my place, and I'm actually
grounded.
Like,
what a positive spin on that!
Yes, because like this is like I'm comfortable in this spot, and I'm just gonna stay here.
That doesn't mean that you can't move.
No, I can, but I don't feel the need to be like moving all around. And I'm like this on an airplane as well. I will just sit there on the airplane like this, like
not me.
And I'll like just like fall asleep, and I'll go like this. But those people that are like constantly like this and like with the legs, and drives me crazy.
Well,
but not Paige. She doesn't drive me crazy when she does it because she's so petite that it doesn't affect the other person next to me.
Yeah, like I can reposition myself without disturbing someone else, I think. On an airplane.
Yes, but like if we're on the couch and you're doing all of that, it's just like, can you sit still? You don't do it though. I'm saying in general, like
that would. Not saying in general.
No, you don't do that.
No, I know I don't. But I think you have one person in mind.
No. Well, not the getting comfortable, but my mom does that a lot. Like if we're watching a movie together and like let's say we're eating ice cream. So we're watching a movie, we're eating ice cream. She has to get up to go wash the dishes from the ice cream. And then she'll come back. And then she'll be like, oh, I forgot my phone. So she'll go. And then it's like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. So she'll go. And it's like, just sit still. Like, why are you doing all of this back and forth? And we're trying to watch a movie.
You know why. The woman has OCD. She needs to go wash that dish. There can't be any dishes in the sink. And what do you want her to do? Who knows when she'll be able to have a bathroom break? You know what? You need to take scheduled intermission breaks to allow for things like this.
But
that's actually a really good idea. Like,
that is a good idea.
Every hour that you're watching a movie, you should take a 10-minute, or every 50, check the numbers, 50 minutes, you take an intermission, a 10-minute intermission to allow for these things.
Well, at some point, it's like, okay, we're going to finish eating this ice cream. Okay, let's pause and do whatever we have to do, and then we'll come back. But my mom doesn't say that. She gets up and goes to do her own thing, and it's like, you could continue. I'll just catch up.
That I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like,
She's
how
like, I'll
can
just
you
catch
catch
up.
up?
And
How
like,
can you catch up? She says, don't pause the movie. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, are you watching the movie? Because if you are and
Why-
you're interested, you're not gonna want to miss
Miss it.
anything.
Yeah.
So what's really going on here?
Yeah. I mean, with a series, it's different because it's episodes. So after one episode, it's like, okay, after this episode, we're going to do this or whatever.
Or like, one of my obsessions is not missing anything that is being said in the movie or a show.
Because she's listening at 15 instead of 20.
Anyway, no, I think I have a hearing issue. But anyway, I don't want to miss anything. So obviously I have subtitles on. And don't be talking to me during this movie. I cannot process what's going on in the movie and also what you're saying. That's
So two things. I used to make fun of her with the caption, but the caption like is really helpful.
Yes.
And sometimes people are saying things in the background, or like you miss things when you don't have the caption. So I agree with the caption, but even though I don't like loud noise, I listen to TV louder than some people, I guess. So I do hear it, I guess. But I do like the caption. But I agree. Do not talk to me in the middle of a movie. Like those people that go to the movies to talk, like, why are you here?
That's not the place.
Not the time and place. Don't do that.
It doesn't even have to be at a movie theater though. If I'm home and watching a movie or home and watching a show, I want to be focused on it. And I think that's probably why I can't watch a full movie, because it's a lot of mental energy I'm putting into this.
But you're just watching it.
I'm watching it, but I'm also reading the subtitles and I'm thinking about it, and I'm very focused on the movie.
No, I don't think that's it. I don't know if this is an OCD thing, but if people are doing something and I feel like they're not doing it right, I'll just say I'll do it myself. Or like in the kitchen.
I think we are now blending OCD with pet peeves.
Oh.
Because
okay, what else are some of my OCD traits?
I don't know that you have any.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you have. I think you have pet peeves, and I think you have routines, and I think you have maybe expectations of how things should be done. But I don't think you really have obsessive compulsive disorder.
Oh, okay. What do I have?
I just told you what you have.
Oh, is there a name for that like categorizes all of that?
Yeah, Kristen.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool. No, that's just being organized.
Oh, okay.
I have actual obsessive compulsive disorder, like, because I think about it. For example, I'll leave something on the table, and if it's not straight, I'll walk away and say, I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think about it. It's fine where it is. And then I'm just going to keep thinking about it and thinking about how it's laying there, misaligned to everything else on the table. And I'm like, God damn it, I got to go back and fix it. You see? That's like real OCD, because you're thinking about it, even though you said you're not going to think about it anymore, but you walk away and it's still just like nagging you. You don't want to think about it, but you feel like you have no choice. And then before you know it, you are heading back to fix that thing.
But what if you didn't know?
Well, if you didn't know, then you can't.
Yeah, it's
like what?
You didn't know that it wasn't straight.
Okay, so like if I fix something and then Kristen goes and like changes the position of it, and then I don't know that, then yeah, it's not going to bother me, because I know I left it in a way that I feel comfortable with. You can't. I don't know if you can. I guess you can obsess about things that you don't know, right? Like,
I wonder if she put it back the way she was supposed to put it back.
Yeah.
And then you get up and go check secretly.
Yes, there's a lot of getting up and checking. There's a lot of, well, did I put it the way it's supposed to be? Yeah?
Yeah. Anyone that has seen her medicine cabinet or like her pantry, it's like everything is aligned with the labels facing her. Like it looks like a store.
I'm obsessed with organization and just everything looking very orderly. So yeah, I don't want to see labels of like I don't want to see price tags. I don't want to see any of those things. I want just the label of what the item is and it should be lined up appropriately.
My closet is color coded.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh. Mm.
But it's it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Nothing to be ashamed of. I think you should be proud of it because you
No, you don't
are.
have to be proud of it. It's unwanted behaviors.
Oh, I
People
just
don't
mean like,
want.
there's nothing wrong with the things that you're doing, and everybody has things that they need to do to make themselves comfortable and to survive.
But yes,
Just
I agree with all of that.
but some of those things can't be solved.
Yeah,
So obviously in your home or your in your office, if there's things that you can do, great. But then you have to also come to terms with like in New York, you're not things are not going to be the way that you want it
fully customized to you.
to you.
Or you can just start small with your obsessions and or start small with your compulsions. For instance, now instead of doing 5 deodorant swipes on each arm, I do 4.
But that's an odd and even number.
I'm trying. That's me trying to get away from it. No one should need 5 per arm.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try coming down, but I'm going to come down slowly. And I'm going to start off with 4. And then maybe I'll get to 3.
I don't count when I do it.
I have to. I'm
don't
obsessed
count.
with numbers.
I don't know. But maybe also if you have these urges and feelings, maybe share them with your partner or someone so that you guys can come to a balance in between. I mean, growing up, I didn't know what this was. I thought my mom was just like crazy. So,
Woo! That's not nice.
I didn't know, but now I understand it and I see why. And I understand like it's a sickness and she's not to blame. No one is to blame for it. But I'm just saying like
it's a mental health condition.
It is a mental
It is not
yeah.
a sickness. It is a mental health condition which
Yeah.
about 6 million people have in this country.
That's believable. Yeah, I get it. But I'm saying it's like you need to find coping mechanisms and involving people around you can help.
Yes.
Because if you don't know, then I'll just leave this place to run amok. But now I know, put things aligned, straight in order, labels facing forward, things like
Some
that.
of it, I mean, I'm trying to be better because obviously when you're partnered up with someone and they don't have OCD, it's very hard to explain it to someone. And also, it's very hard for them to understand why this is important. I totally get it. So I am trying my best to not be so hard on myself about it, but it will take time. And if you know anyone with OCD, do not shame them.
Don't shame them. That's not nice, like me. Hmm.
Okay, well, that's our episode on OCD. I hope you learned something. Maybe not about the two of us, but maybe about OCD.
Maybe you have these behaviors and patterns, but you didn't know what it was. So now there's a name for it.
Yes. And what's an obsession?